Hello, it's Bethany from Bethan Books here. Welcome back to this week's video. This is actually a little bit of a bonus video for you. I decided to spare the moment to rearrange my bookshelves. Don't ask me why. There's potential I'm going to be moving in a couple of months anyway, but either way I did this. Again, apologies if the audio is a bit off during this video. I'm still saving up. Look, I'll be real. The money I was saving up to put towards a microphone went towards more books. I'm sure you guys are okay with that though. Here is me just taking off all the books. It's the best way for me to have a fresh start, just taking everything off of my shelves. How are you guys? For me, I'm good. I've been reading some good books. I'm currently in the middle of filming a vlog of like horror themed books, and I just finished Stephen King's one called Misery. It was pretty good, pretty horrifying to be fair. I was kind of impressed by how much King managed to make me feel. You're just seeing me now putting all of my completed journals in a box. I used to have them on display but decided that maybe having my personal memories on display for anyone to read isn't the smartest idea. To be honest, the boys, by the way, that's my boyfriend and my little brother in the background there on the computer, they wouldn't go in it. Trust them with all my heart, but either way, just for my own peace of mind. Okay, so my plan was I wanted to move the shelf that had all of my journals on it into my bedroom so that I had a second filming area, because as you can tell in the living room, if the boys are playing on the computer, I don't want to feel like I have to ask them to stop. I don't think that's fair. It's a shared living space. So I decided let's create a cute little nook in the bedroom. So I moved that empty shelf into said bedroom. This is me bringing in all of the books that I own but haven't read. So the shelf is going to be like a TBR shelf, 100% inspired by what's her name? I always feel terrible. I always forget people's names when I come to speak of them. Naya Reads and Smiles, her channel. I love her idea where she had her shelf just full of TBR books, and I wanted to emulate that. So just another way of saying copying, really, isn't it? Here's me playing around with things. This Game of Thrones book took me a while to figure out where to put it. It's too tall for any of my other shelves. The only place it fits is on that shelf where I put it, and even then it only fits by a few millimeters. I then wanted to put that basket somewhere different, and I have my little chalkboard there as well. I just wanted them to be in display a bit more, trying to make my shelves a bit more aesthetic looking. You'll notice I kept the Harry Potter books and that shelf up top the same. That's because as much as I love the world of Harry Potter, I don't want to have J.K. Rowling's transphobic self and her name in frame in that top shelf you don't see when I film like my standard channel videos. So they're staying up there, as well as the fact that I was just a bit too lazy and couldn't be bothered moving all of those big books around. What did I just do? I popped up my Game of Thrones collection, Lord of the Rings, and my Witcher series. So that shelf has kind of become a little bit of a collection series complete shelf. It actually took me a lot of time to do this, more than I expected. I was trying to make everything look balanced and even. I think I got that though. I'm pretty happy with how it is in the end. Sorry guys, I'm just doing this audio in one take and I'm running out of things to say. Just here's me rearranging some shelves. As I was going about and rearranging these shelves, I was also taking books off of my shelves that I didn't know if I wanted to keep. So here's a little unhaul. I finished Crow's Landing and gave it 4 stars, but I got rid of it. I liked it, but I'm trying to really keep only the books I really love on my shelves. That was The Host by Stephanie Meyer I just put over there. I keep holding on to it because I think, I'm going to reread it, but I never get round to it, so I just decided to create some space. I had a bunch of magazines I was holding on to and colouring in books. I think I'm just going to pass those on to some of the kids at school, the learning centres, so they can make some collages and do some colouring in. That's a tarot book. I used to be really into tarot. This year I've just fallen out of it. You can see me trying to figure out if I should keep it. In the end, I do keep that one. That's one I was gifted, like from an actual person, not a company, and I'm going to donate that one. It just isn't my cup of tea. And then here is a stack of books that are like my self-help ones that some I want to get to and some I just don't think I will. The Untethered Soul I really want to keep. The Experiment, that's a Virginia Woolf essay collection. They're all going in my keep pile. This one here is The Secret. I know it's a Netflix thing, and I started watching the Netflix thing and thought it was real bad, so I just got rid of it. I kept A New Earth, Tao Te Ching, The Four, I can't remember what one's called now. The 4 Things for Spiritual Success. I love those ones. I'll link a video relating to them. I got rid of Eckhart Tolle's A Oneness with Life because it's just extracts from A New Earth, and I would just read A New Earth again if I wanted to. Keeping those books that move to my left. Sorry, I'm going through them so fast. I definitely should have done that slower. My apologies. I did Unhaul You're a Badass at Making Money though. I thought it would be more like practical day-to-day human things, but it's more like from the business end, which just isn't me. This Russell Brand one I kind of wanted to get rid of, but the thing is I've highlighted all throughout it and feel like I can't sell it or donate it because it's full of my own personal little scribbles and notes. So I ended up keeping all of those, which I put on that bottom shelf as you can see down there. The ones that I unhaul, if I bought them myself, I'm going to try resell them, but if they don't sell, I'll just donate them. I strung up some of my heart-shaped fairy lights that you guys don't see, and then here we are. I have so many books on this pile. So many books. Hey guys, I just realised that this is going to be a way nicer setup if they're the other way around. I'm out. I've committed. Let's do this. Oh, I thought that wasn't going to fit for a second. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a way nicer filming angle once I get that mirror cleaned. So this is going to be my TBR shelf, and I think I'm going to make myself a little rule that I'm not allowed more books on my TBR shelf than fits on this. We'll see if that works. I've got a sneaking suspicion though that means I'm going to have to possibly get rid of a few of these. Although I could see Book Loving Me is already plotting. That's one shelf without a roof on it. I can just stack them to the ceiling. Okay. Let's do this then. And voiceover Bethany is back. Hello again. So as you can see, I'm kind of speaking. I was speaking to you guys, but I just decided it was better to just speed everything up because honestly it was a bit of just warble. I'm telling you that I was going to try separate each shelf by genre. I started up top there with like fantasy, then some like sci-fi, dystopian, then that like third shelf from the top was going to be like more thrillers, but ultimately what actually ended up happening is the bottom shelf is taller than the rest and only certain sized books could fit on it. So I tried to be all like, here's genres, but honestly I just end up stacking things and just how they could fit with no rhyme or reason. I don't have much else to say about the book side of things, so that's that. But what I wanted to ask you guys is Halloween. Halloween in New Zealand is not the biggest thing, and I was wondering if it's big where you're from. I know if you're from the States it seems to be decently big, like I see all the booktubers and people on social media doing like the most with their decoration, which I think is actually really cool. But in New Zealand we just seem to skip Halloween and go freaking straight to Christmas, and although that's exciting for Christmas lovers, I'm a bit of a Christmas Grinch. Like, it's October, it's not even November. Don't bring out Christmas stuff yet. What craziness are you on about, man? I mean, that's my 2 cents. That's me up on my soapbox. I just really wish that we celebrated a few more things in a exuberant manner. I think it's definitely safe enough in lots of areas of New Zealand to go trick-or-treating, so it would be quite a fun thing for kids to be able to dress up. I don't know. Do you celebrate Halloween, and why or why not? Personally, next year I think I'm going to try and make more of an effort with decorating, especially decorating my shelves. I think it's such a fun thing to do. At the moment I'm in a rental and we kind of move every year or so. For example, I went to uni, so that was in Dunedin for 4 years, and we moved like every other year. And then last year I was living with my boyfriend and his parents, and so obviously that's their house, and so, you know, respecting the space. And then this year we moved into the place that we're currently in. So I feel like I don't really have a place yet that I can quite call my own, and I feel uncomfortable and honestly like it's a waste of time to decorate something quite nicely for it just to be all taken down, not permanent. Kind of just makes me a little bit sad. But hopefully, if things go ahead to plan, the next move I do will be the last one for a long time. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, everything works out, the universe lets things fall into place for us, and I can start making more of an effort with decorations. For example, with Halloween, putting up like some cool spooky cobwebs and all of that fun goodness. I just watched Noelle Gallagher's vlog. I'll link it down below. It was a real fun one to watch, and she's got some really awesome decorations, and it's just so inspiring seeing people get excited about things. I don't think there's enough cause for excitement and celebration these days, especially this year. By the way, hope you're all doing safe, hope your family is well, and that you are, you know, as mentally healthy as one can be in a time of a freaking global pandemic.
You know what? I am not mad at this. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a haul coming soon, and they're all just gonna go up there as well, I guess. Oh gosh.
So at this point in the video, all of the books are where I want them to be. It was just decoration time, so I put up some fairy lights, which literally fell off that night, so I need to get some better sticky stuff. I then rubbed out that chalk and chose to rewrite a different little, I don't know, it's not really a quote or anything, a few words. This time it says read me, so that's the library books I have out at the moment that I just put back in there, and then I freaking smushed it with my hand, so I had to go in and redo the word me, which was frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. Got rid of the word TBR on my little chalkboard. By the way, both of these items I found at Kmart, and on there I wrote, books are proof that humans can do magic. I just loved the idea. I first saw it on a sticker on a Redbubble and have just loved it. It's stuck in my head a long time. The idea that authors like are magical, I think, is just fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Cool, pun intended. Wow, that was lame. So then I just slotted that in on its space, and frickin' Rocket did not want to stay up. Then Groot did, because, you know, Groot's the best. Put the chalkboard up, as I'm sure you can imagine. And then coming up is a time for the tour. I'm not going to spend heaps of time on the tour because I don't have like a wild amount of new books. So top shelf, same as always. Second to top shelf, you've got Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings and the Witcher series, before going on to the Hunger Games, Scythe and my Read Me basket, followed by like my collection of just random big fantasy books, my thriller shelf with the random Wrath and the Dawn duology because it wouldn't fit anywhere else, and the bottom shelf with my photo albums and childhood books. Then I do a really bad job as a camera woman panning, like I don't know what this is, I am so sorry, but then essentially I'm taking you over to this other shelf where I've got my classics and Naruto collection. Up top you can see my Wheel of TBR. Down below I've got my Brandon Sanderson series that's started, and a poetry stack, followed by some contemporary YA, Narnia, self-help and secret TBR. So that's it for my main shelves.
Okay, so let's shut this door. The birds are tweeting. So that was my main bookshelf. I'm quite happy that there's like more space on there now for the books that I want to keep. I'm quite happy that I managed to get rid of a few. I've just got this little thing I got from Typo. I need to put some batteries in it. Okay, oh, although it's like way too bright for you to be able to see it. And it says books are magic. Got a feeling this is gonna be way too bright. Where's the thingy gone? Yeah, that's essentially just a light box, isn't it? What if I tap on it? Is that... I've got to be so dark for you to be able to see it. You know what, it can just chill up there. You can read that bit better now. So, if you... Oh, Jesus, I can knock camera. If you have made it this far, I thank you. I know it's been probably been quite a long one. I've got a couple of hours of footage to shorten down. Quick tour of my TBR shelf. That's from the mystery book box. These are ones that just didn't fit anywhere else. These are ones that just looked like nice and colourful together. And these are ones that were too big to put on any of the other shelves. And this is a pile of books I need to haul for you, hopefully in an upcoming video. So with that being said, thank you. Please consider subscribing down below. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys all in the next... Oh, I almost forgot my outro. Enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures. Bye. Bye, guys.